This is my grandmother, the one I'm going to do my tribute about. So, this speech I actually found to be very sentimental to my heart because I chose to do Kathy Morris, my grandmother, or as I call her, my Nana. I chose 3 reasons because, well, it's really hard to choose 3 reasons because I love my Nana very dearly. But my main 3 reasons are because she is the backbone to our whole family. And another reason is because she and I are very, very, very close, and she kind of has a big part in raising me. And the third is because she has been going through a little bit of a hard time with my grandfather, who has Alzheimer's. But my first reason I'm gonna go about is because she's the backbone. So my family, we like to get together a lot, and every time we have like a birthday party or an event or something like that, my Nana is the go-to person. She does all the planning for it. She does all the cooking. We make sure we always have a good time. And she's just someone she's so kind and so loving, and you always want to be around her. You know, you never have a dull moment, and she's going to tell you the truth. You know, she's going to be the hurtful truth sometimes, but it's the good kind of correct constructive criticism that you want. My second reason is because, well, you know, it's when our house burnt down May the 26th of 2010. Me, my mom, and my brother, thank the Lord we were not home that night. We were actually here because the weather was really bad. And my dad, who at the time he was assistant chief, who is now the chief firefighter, we were here that night, and that morning we had got the call that our house had been struck by lightning and it had burst into flames. So during that time period of like the transitioning from going from having nothing to finding our next home, we had bounced from my grandmother's house here to my dad's mother's house, who is my Gana. But me and my Nana, we've always been very close. When I was growing up, I would always be here. She's taught me so much about life, and she's always the person I tell things to. I always ask her questions, and I really don't know where I would be without my Nana. She's really a person who, you know, like when you have something going on, you can talk to her, and she's not gonna judge you. She's so caring, and she's gonna give you advice and make sure it's what you want to hear, but it's also gonna help you throughout life. She's always very loving to everyone. She always wants to make sure if she does something for one grandchild, she does it for the other 4, because she has 5. So like if she spends $5 on me, she's going to spend $5 on my brother. She always wants to make sure everybody is equal, that no one's ever left out, no matter what it is. Like right now, I'm actually getting married on October the 4th of this year, and my brother's getting married on August the 22nd of this year. So our weddings are severely close, and my mother and my grandmother are planning everything out. But she wants to make sure everything is done, so she doesn't act like she favors one over the other. She's always going to make sure that everybody is treated fairly and treated equal. And that's just another reason why I love my Nana. She's going to try everything in her power to make sure everybody's the same. You know, that no one feels like they're treated better than the other person, that it's just plain Jane. You know, I love all my grandchildren, all my kids, all my family, just the same amount. Like nobody's above anyone else. And then my final reason is because over the past time, my grandfather, he's been having a hard time with his Alzheimer's. So me, my mom, and my Nana, we've been taking care of him kind of in the best way possible. And, you know, I really wanted to contribute this speech to her because I see how hard it is for her to go through it, because I know whenever I'm here and my mom's here, you know, we don't really get to see it all. But to hear about it, you know, it just shows what a great wife my papa has, and a great mother my mom has, and a great grandmother that we all have. And, you know, I've just been very, very, very lucky to be blessed with all my family I have, you know, and everybody loves my Nana, everybody loves her, you know, everyone you meet will always say such kind things about her. There's never a negative thing about her. And, you know, with my papa being at the stage that he is, you know, I know sometimes it's hard because he does things and sometimes he forgets a lot of things. But, you know, my Nana, she's always there for him, always keeping him back on track, always, you know, remembering, you know, to help him remember who people are and remember what he's done and what he hasn't done. And I think that's like such a big part of why everybody has such a strong amount of love for my Nana's, because she has been through it and she's still through this. And, you know, it's like nobody really gets it but her. And I just give all of my love to my Nana, because she's like my best friend in the whole world. Her and my mom are, because we're all three like the same people. And so to do this and to see her going through this, it breaks my heart, but it shows what such a strong woman my Nana is. And I could probably talk about my Nana for days and still not finish it all up fast enough. But when this assignment came open, I automatically knew that I wanted to tribute it to my grandmother, because I love her, and she's my whole heart. She's my best friend, and I'm so blessed to have her to be able to go through my life with, you know, because without her, I'd be lost as last year's Easter eggs, because, you know, she always keeps me on track. So I was just really glad that I was able to get an opportunity to share such strong emotions with her. And I'm so glad and thankful that I have grandmothers, because, you know, I know some people my age, you know, they've already lost their grandparents, or they've lost a loved one to them, or, you know, they don't have grandparents anymore that like I have, that is there for them and loves them, or, you know, they don't have them to go through life with. But I was really glad to be able to just tell everyone about how great my Nana is, because she is amazing, and I just love her so much. And thank you. I hope you all enjoyed it.